Hey, today we're looking at one of my favorite, not figures, it is my favorite character, one of my favorite characters from the Micronauts. Now, the Micronauts was a fantastic comic book from the 1970s, late 1970s to the early 80s. I was one of those people that read this and Rom from issue 1 all the way to the very end. It was the first comic book that I ever did that with, and I think Rom may have been like a month or two later. But Micronauts, the reason I got them is because even like 2 or 3 years before that, I was completely enthralled with the toys that we got, like Time Travelers, A Courier 2, etc. The figures, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about what he reminds me of. Now, today we're looking at this bug figure. Now, this is not an official licensed bug figure. This is from, I got it from Gojitron, and then somebody on the web the other day contacted me about a Micronaut comic book I was reading. I didn't even mention this, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're the guy that created this. Wow. I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but I'm sure I can put it in there because it's like 3 R's, like Robo something, like Robo something. I can't remember. But he makes 3D image versions of these, and this is one of his. I think Gojitron actually painted this, from my understanding. And I just want to take a look at it with you guys because this is the way I want to keep it on my shelf. Again, Bug is my favorite. This is not my favorite incarnation of Bug, but it's the closest we've gotten so far. I keep forgetting his skin's actually blue because actually at his mouth, it's a lot of times actually more of a blue color. So whenever this came out like this color, I was like, wait a minute, he had that much blue on him? All right, so I think that the person who created this borrowed heavily from the Courier 2 and Ant-Man, because the little spikes remind me of Ant-Man, or Antron. The feet are clearly inspired by a Courier 2. I'm not saying they're completely copies of it, that's for sure. The legs and arms, they do remind me of a Courier 2 a lot. I'm a little bit afraid to move this because it is a 3D printed. It's definitely not made for children to play with. And even when I put the staff in his hand, I was scared to death I was going to break his little teeny tiny fingers off. Now, as far as I know, that these are not jointed except for at the elbow. And it also, of course, dissembles like a Courier 2 did, because that's the way it was 3D printed. I'm pretty sure it was printed in these colors. And then Gojitron probably added the green on the helmet, the red on the eyes, and the yellow. I'm thinking, I don't know. I need to ask him that. Or he could probably find out. All right, so the arms, they're all 5mm ports, like Transformers are currently using, at least last time I checked. The head on mine's a little loose, that's an easy fix. It's just, if you turn him upside down, I'm pretty sure after a while it's going to come loose. But that's fine. I mean, as long as you're not turning him upside down for a long time, you'll be fine with that. This part right here is very stiff, let me put it that way. So bringing his legs up to make him sit down, not going to happen. He's not going to be able to do that. He's also got little, like Antron's arms right here. This is clearly taken from the Time Traveler, but with 3 fingers instead of 5, like humans. Because these are, I forgot what he's called, a Kalakian or something. I used to like doing this with my, what was it? A Courier 2, which in Japan is the exact opposite. There are Courier 1s over there. I used to like doing this, kind of like he's a, I don't know, some kind of goat creature, I guess, like a pan. All right, so, but he has got the articulation. He's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is waist turn. Nope. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of articulation, and that's pretty good. I mean, I got mine used secondhand, so I paid a fairly inexpensive price. I don't know what these go for on eBay, but the guys, invited me to look over there. I would love to pick up one of the Microtrons from him, and maybe even a Biotron. I think that would be great. Eventually, it would be nice if somebody would actually, like Hasbro would actually make 4-inch or the original scale Micronaut versions of the Micronauts. But the license with this property is always somewhere, but it's never in the right place. So back whenever Hasbro was making the 4-inch scale, I don't think they had the license to Micronauts. I think who knows? It's been passed through so many hands, it's ridiculous. So again, for this Micro Monday, I just wanted to really focus on one of my favorite characters and a 3D printed version of him that I picked up from a friend. or an acquaintance. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a magnificent Micro Monday.